All right, this is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, and this is a section of my channel I call the ShanGodiac, which is where I do a psychic card reading for all the zodiac signs. For this particular month, it's April 2017, which we're going to be taking a look under the hood for all of you Leos. That's right, Leo. Time to hear you roar. So we're going to, without further ado, it's a general reading. I'm going to keep it concise and as quickly as possible. I could easily burn up an hour and a half here talking with you about this because I love this shit. This is what I do. So, Leo, you could do me a favor. Just look at this card for a minute. Look at this nice deck. Yep. Okay, that's all I needed from you. All right. Let's take a look down here. All right. Now we're going to get into this. Once again, like I said, my main intention, as I've been saying all night in all these videos, is to bring about whatever information is needed for who needs to hear it. Now, some things may not apply. Of course, nothing's going to apply to everybody, but if you feel it, if you feel like, oh shit, like, yeah, that was probably you was meant to hear that, okay? So, let me see here, just all right. Now let's take a look at what's going to be like the main theme for many of you Leos in the month of April 2017. Is it work or health? Okay, so what I'm seeing here as far as the main theme right now, many of you have had a lot of health challenges. A lot of you Leos have had health challenges, as well as work challenges. And it does show right now that those can seem to be continuing for this month of April. Now, I want you to understand something. Whenever you get some information, the future is malleable. It can be changed. It always does come back to you. And like I always say, you're the lock, you are, and you're the key that opens every door for thee. So you got to remember that, okay? But that seems to be a very prevalent theme here for you, Leo, is, and I'm feeling it more so with the work challenges, the work of stress, the lack of work, um, and it definitely seems to also be coinciding with messing with your health as well. Let's take a look at your finances, okay? Well, that obviously goes, we got the 10 of clubs here, so I see that you have been definitely worrying yourself sick lately about your finances. Many of you Leos have been hit in the pocket lately. Either the job has cut you down, or you don't have a job anymore, or there's just no income has been coming in, and it's led to a lot of obsessive worry about that. And it's actually, you feel like you're stuck in a circle or Groundhog's Day. And that's what a lot of that worrying is doing to you. It's keeping you stuck. Remember, some of these thought forms and stuff that we create, after a while, they gain their own momentum, they gain their own energy, and they begin to get a life of their own. They want to live, you know. So I see a lot of worrying right now. April may not be a very peaceful month for you if you don't get your mind right, Leo. Okay, now let's look, see what's going on with your relationships. Also, um, I see some division going on. Some of you are just gonna be cut apart from whatever relationship you was in, if it hasn't ended already. Um, yes, yeah. And then some of you who were married, it's looking like there's going to be a divorce. Um, Not nothing that is by any means considered by society something to be necessarily happy about. This may be necessary though for you for your own higher good. I know that sounds really corny as hell, especially when you're going through some shit. Because when you guys love, you guys really love strong. I'll give you that. You guys front a lot, and you guys are all about the show. A lot of you, you know what I'm saying. But when somebody really has your heart, like y'all hurt like almost nobody else. You know what I'm saying. But nobody will know that because you guys like to front a lot too. So, but yeah, there's definitely gonna be some splits for a lot of you. Okay, let's look and see what's going on with your health. Okay. Well, there's definitely going to be some changes that are going to be made by you, because you're going to have to, health wise. Like I said, one of the main things, remember, we just talked about was the health and how, besides the work situation, for those of you who you know, aren't going through it as far as the work situation, but are having some serious health issues, some things are going to need to come about an end. You're at a crossroads basically right now. So, but this is also a time where you can get a whole new way of thinking about your health, though. Like this does not have to be a bad thing, Leo. So don't get so don't get so down. Like it can either be it's yes, it's an end. All ends are new beginnings, though. Remember that. Okay, let's see what's going on with your family. I swear this card keeps coming up in a lot of readings. And it's catty corner with this whole split thing. So those of you who are in a family structure, you have a boyfriend, a girlfriend, whatever the case may be, maybe y'all have kids or it's a blended family. Um, but it's really got you questioning whether this is what you really want right now. And you're kind of struggling. Some of y'all have some old school values to you still, so you want to try and keep it together, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you just don't feel like it's working, you know what I mean? On the other hand, for some, your situation can be healed, but it needs to be healed. You need to be healed. You got some healing that you need to do, okay? And you also need to take a little bit of time for yourself to really examine what is important to you, Leo, because right now you're going on some old programming. Again, I've been seeing this a lot, so don't worry, y'all ain't the only ones. But you've been going through your life, and you're running on what you thought was important from yesterday. Well, it's today, okay? So you need to figure out for yourself, number one, before you do anything else, almost you need to figure out now what is the main thing, because you got to keep the main thing, okay, Leo? Now let's see what your foundation is here. Oh yeah, see here we definitely have some forgiveness that needs to be. This is actually your key here, is this forgiveness, because you have been hurt. I mean, you've hurt people as well, but you need to definitely, um, I mean, even as far back as like that, some inner child shit, like you have to go back and forgive. this is the key to your freedom. This is the key to a whole new transformation, a whole new, all, quantum leaping into a whole new paradigm for you. Okay, trust and believe that. I'm serious. Yeah. Let's see what you just came out of. I'm just gonna say it like this because this is the second time this guy done popped up. Um, for some of you Leos, because you're so brazen, because you're so braggadocio, because you're so, you know, commanding, some people just hate you because of that. They just hate you, okay? Some of you have made some enemies who have done some work on you. And you needs to see about that because it has been fucking with you and you probably don't even know it. That's how good it is, okay? So when I say work, I'm talking like magic work, like somebody has thrown at you. Now, magic work can take all kinds of different forms. Oh, we're already 11 minutes. I'm trying to just keep these concise, folks. But yeah, in the past, somebody has done a number on you, and you're still feeling the effects. That's why your life is looking like it is too. In addition to your own stuff. So you definitely want to check with this as far as look into that. Okay, you want to maybe do some cleansing, you want to do some protection work for yourself, or have somebody else do that for you, or work with somebody who can do that for you. Okay, let's look into the near future here. Hmm. It's going along. It's the Ace of Hearts upside down because I'm reading reversals here. What I tell you about these relationships? Yeah, there's like a loss of love going on here. A relationship is just not going to make it. Some of y'all are going to have to, and some of you guys, your self identity is so wrapped up in this relationship. It's going to be extremely difficult, but you can do it, and you have to know that. You have to understand that. Okay. Sometimes it's a growing pain, a situation. It's a growing pain. So that's just another confirmation here of a split. And it's some of you know what? A lot of you Leos are going to be actually getting left. You're not going to be the one leaving. So that's what stings the most. In any situation like that. Let's see what Spirit has for advice here. Let me see here. Okay, there's going to be a smoothing out of affairs, though. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight, but there's definitely going to be a smoothing out of affairs. Basically, what you're doing in a lot of this shit seems like you're in World War III, but you're actually burning off a lot of energetic debris. Some might call it karmic debris or whatnot. Um, but that's what this is. Just like with spring, a lot there's like a cleansing, spring cleaning. Like this is a predominant theme I'm seeing. So, um, yes, okay, yep. So you're gonna want to reach a balance there, a balance with your understanding of that. Okay, and as much as and as painful as some things are, please understand that certain things are just necessary. Okay, certain things are necessary for your evolvement, your growth, your ascension. So there will be a smoothing out of affairs. Okay, now what you can do is begin to, and I'm telling everybody this, but begin to start writing down um, some of your beliefs that you have, some of your interpretations of these events that are happening, because you can transform them into something that's instead of happening to you, it's happening for you. You know what I mean? And that's one of those things that you're going to have to do. Okay, now I am available for half hour and hour long consultations. The reason why I only do those blocks now is because I only want to work with individuals who really want to get some work done and get some results. By the time you get out this consultation, you will be armed to the teeth with everything you need to get to the next level. And as long as you know, action is the act of receiving, as long as you put into action what you get, because you can get all the best information you want, the best psychic reading you want, the best whatever have it that you want, but if you're not going to do anything with that information, somebody, Warren Buffett, could say, hey man, that's how you make $1 million. If you do that tomorrow, you'll get $1 million. But if you don't do anything with that information, it's not going to do anything for you. So for those of you who just want to get in and ask a quick question, Monday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 3 a.m. I have my own hotline. It's a pay-per-call line. If you just want to call, ask a quick question or two, you're more than welcome to. If you see that green light, do it. Okay? This is ShanGO Ray. You can come see me at ShanGO, www.shango-ray.com. Peace.